Have you ever felt like you weren't fresh enough when standing in front of a young woman, as if you had to do something special, something different to impress? That feeling is not strange, because sometimes when we face young, beautiful and energetic people, our confidence can be shaken. But did you know that seemingly harmless actions, simple gestures of older men can be the deciding factor in their attractiveness and the development of a good relationship? They can accidentally make unnecessary mistakes, losing points in the eyes of young women and causing all expectations to gradually fade away. So what are those mistakes and why do men easily make them? You've probably heard the saying, never let your insecurities fool you. But in relationships with younger women, there are things you need to avoid to stay attractive, to always be a mature, charming, and admirable man. We can't always predict what will make a relationship go in a positive direction. But one thing is for sure. If you don't learn to recognize and avoid behavioral mistakes, you will never be able to make a younger woman feel that you are trustworthy and lovable. Actions that seem harmless, but can be the factor that ends the relationship right from the start. If you don't know how to control your emotions and behave properly to make your relationship go further, first, start by clearly recognizing what not to do. Let me help you discover these things, because sometimes just a little change in the way you behave can make a big difference. 1. Don't try to be a hero. One of the biggest mistakes many mature men make is trying to be a hero to young women. They think that by jumping in to solve all the difficulties and problems in her life, they are showing their care and concern, but the reality is completely different. You are not a hero. You are just accidentally turning yourself into a provider, or worse, a big brother. Women don't need a man to save them. They need a companion, someone who can share their feelings, listen to their concerns and respect their decisions. When she opens up and tells you about the difficulties she is facing, what she really wants is not for you to rush in and offer solutions, but rather empathy and understanding. She doesn't want you to be the one to solve everything, but just a strong shoulder for her to lean on, someone who is always there to listen. Share without imposing. When you rush to help, you only lose her autonomy. And this does not increase the attractiveness in her eyes, but on the contrary, makes you gradually become an image that is no longer attractive. Don't let the view of yourself as a hero blur the sophistication in the way you treat her. Don't be too hasty to want to save her from life's challenges, because sometimes what she needs is just a friend who can listen and help her overcome those difficulties. When you understand this, you are not only a mature and attractive man, but also the companion she has always been looking for too. Don't always hold a drink in your hand. When you first meet a young girl, don't let the temptation of a glass of wine cloud your image. Imagine 2 situations in one situation. You are holding a bottle of water in your hand, while in the other situation you are raising a glass of wine. Which image will make you look more mature, calm and confident? Certainly not the glass of wine, right? Many studies have shown that when seeing a man holding a bottle of water, people will perceive him as intelligent, calm and self-controlled. On the contrary, a glass of wine is often associated with the image of lack of control, which can make the other person think that you are in a state of intoxication. Not sober alcohol not only reduces your ability to think, but also easily turns you into a drunk. In her eyes, even if you have no intention of doing so, if you want to look really attractive and trustworthy, choosing a bottle of water or mineral water will help you show that you are calm and mature. This not only makes a good impression, but also shows that you are in control. Know what you are doing and are confident in your decisions when you don't need the help of alcohol to feel comfortable or confident. You will convey the maturity and wisdom that a real older man should have. That feeling of strength and stability will make her feel secure and more attracted to you than ever. 3. Never agree to everything. One of the biggest mistakes that many older men make is to agree with everything. a younger woman says just to avoid conflict or to please her. But did you know that this action not only does not make you look more attractive, but on the contrary, it makes you lose your confidence? And charisma women are actually attracted to men who have their own opinions, are able to stand their ground, and dare to challenge them subtly. That is the sign of a mature and independent man, when you constantly agree with everything she says. Not only are you lacking your own stance, but you are also unintentionally showing that you are afraid of offending her. This loses respect and can even make her feel bored because there is no challenge to exploring. Women need a man. They can respect who can face differences and express his own opinions without fear of pleasing others. A truly attractive man is not the one who always tries to make things easy, but the one who dares to stand his ground, show his personality, and is not afraid to show his differences. Always saying yes will make you appear insecure, and completely opposite of the image of a mature man. But if you know how to stand your ground, show confidence, and sometimes be a little challenging in the conversation, you will create a strong attraction and keep her curious about you. That is the key to an interesting and deep relationship. 4. Don't express your feelings too soon, even if you feel a special connection from the first time you meet. Remember that expressing your feelings too early is not always the right decision. Women, especially young girls, are often attracted to mystery and challenge. They want to explore the unknown. They want to feel like they are gradually unveiling the layers of MTH that you hide. If you rush to express all your feelings at the beginning, you will inadvertently lose the attraction and sense of challenge in the relationship. When you express all your feelings too soon, she will feel like she has one, as if you belong to her immediately. This not only reduces your value in her eyes, but also makes the relationship boring because of the lack of mystery and discovery. Feeling possessive of someone too easily makes the relationship lack passion and enthusiasm because there is no longer anything that makes people try and want to know more deeply. So instead of showing all your emotions, keep your relationship a little tense, a little mysterious. Let her feel that there are still many things about you that she does not know. Layers of emotions and thoughts that only time can fully discover. It is this ambiguity that will make her want to know you more. Want to remove each layer of your shell, and that will keep your attraction always maintained, never fading. 5. Don't seek her approval. Constantly seeking approval from a younger woman is a huge mistake that many older men make when you feel insecure and try to do everything to impress her. She will immediately sense the inauthenticity in the way you present yourself, and that will destroy the initial attraction. Women are attracted to competent men who know their own worth and don't need validation from others to feel worthy. That's what makes real attraction, when you constantly explain yourself, trying to make every move you make perfect, so she'll like you. You're just creating a false facade that doesn't deepen the relationship. It just makes you look unnatural and dependent on others for approval. A real relationship needs balance. Not that you have to constantly perform to please her, instead of trying to prove that you are perfect. Let the conversation flow. Naturally show her confidence in the way you talk. But don't forget to listen and respect what she shares. A truly attractive man is not someone who does everything to please others, but someone who knows how to communicate comfortably, confidently, and also knows how to respect the other person's personal space. When you show this confidence, you not only attract her, but also make her feel like she wants to stick with you for a long time. 6. Don't be distant, but don't be too showy. There's a fine line between being a competent, aloof man and being cold and indifferent. Competence doesn't mean you have to do everything to please her, but it also means you don't want her to feel like you're lacking an interest or emotion. Women need to feel like they're being noticed and respected, but they also need space to feel like they have to try to keep the attraction alive. Life strike a delicate balance. You need to be someone who can have a natural and interesting conversation, but also knows when to keep a comfortable distance. This doesn't mean you're being cold or disrespectful, but rather you're skillfully building a relationship that's not easy but not too stressful. This creates anticipation, curiosity, and that's what makes her even more drawn to you when you know how to keep a moderate distance. You will stimulate her curiosity and make her want to know more about you. She will feel that you are an interesting man, unpredictable, and this makes her want to discover you more. That is the charm of a mature man who knows when to open up, when to keep a little mystery so that the relationship never becomes boring. Confidence is not coldness, but maturity in behavior. You can be subtle and careful in every action so that you never lose the charm you are building. She will feel like she is embarking on an exciting journey and always wants to know more about you. 7. Don't share all your problems. Never let a young woman be the one to shoulder your worries and difficulties in life. Women don't want to be the competent for personal problems, especially problems that you can't solve alone when you pour all your stress and worries on her. She will feel like she has to shoulder your burden, and this not only makes her feel pressured, but also loses the initial attraction. Women want a man who is strong, mature and capable of solving his own problems. They need to see you as someone who can stand up to any challenge without having to rely on them to find a solution when you share too much about your personal difficulties. This not only reduces your self-worth in her eyes, but also makes her feel unable to be completely comfortable in this relationship. Feeling like you are stepping up her problems can make her lose respect and interest. Instead of rushing to share your struggles too soon, focus on maintaining your independence and inner strength. Let her see you as a grown man who can stand on your own and face challenges without help. This doesn't mean you should hide your feelings or not share your problems when necessary, but don't make her the healer for the problems you should be solving yourself. When you maintain your strength and independence, these qualities will make her respect and love you even more. 8. Don't let your emotions lead you a big mistake that many men make when dealing with young women is letting their emotions get the best of them. When she upsets you, disappoints you, or sometimes makes you feel uncomfortable, instead of controlling them, you let them show women are not attracted to men who are easily overwhelmed by their emotions, especially when they show instability or impatience. When you let your emotions take over, you are only showing a lack of self-control and a lack of confidence in the relationship. That feeling does not create attraction. It only makes you weak and vulnerable in her eyes. This inadvertently reduces your value and attractiveness. Women love men who can stay calm, no matter how stressful this situation is, or how much she may irritate you. A mature man is one who can stand firm in any situation, knows how to control his emotions without letting them affect the relationship. Remember, calmness and self-control are extremely valuable qualities. When you stay calm in any situation, you not only show self-control, but also prove that you are a mature and thoughtful person. This will make her respect you more, and certainly her attraction to you will only increase. Don't let your emotions make you lose your confidence and natural attractiveness. Let the ability to control your emotions become a sign of inner strength and maturity that women always look for. 9. Don't put her on too high a level. You may be attracted to her beauty and charm at first sight, but don't let that image fool you into judging her. Women are very sensitive to how men perceive them, and if you only focus on her appearance, she will soon feel uncomfortable. Beauty can easily fade over time, and what truly creates lasting attraction is the deeper qualities within each person. Don't let superficial attraction cloud your judgment. Women are not just pretty pictures to look at. They are individuals with their own personalities, passions, and talents to build a truly deep relationship. You need to see them from a more holistic perspective, not just what is easily seen. Challenge her to show what she can do. Beyond her beauty, discovering her inner values, passions, and interests will help you see a part of her true self. When you look at her from a perspective that goes beyond her appearance, you will make her feel respected and understood by you. This will not only make the relationship more interesting, but it will also show her the depth, intelligence, and ability that you can bring. Outer beauty can easily change, but true qualities are what make your relationship with her last. Over time, look at the essence and never let appearance be the only factor that defines how you treat her. 10. Don't set your goals too high. No matter how high your standards or your vision of an ideal woman, never let those expectations become invisible pressure in your relationship. Every person has their own strengths and weaknesses, and the important in a relationship is mutual acceptance, not trying to change someone. Women are not perfect versions that you can edit as you wish. They are independent people with their own personalities, thoughts, and emotions, and that is what makes them beautiful and attractive. When you expect too much from her, you inadvertently put a barrier between the two of you, making the relationship become forced and unnatural if you accept what she brings. Even the imperfect things you will find. The relationship between the two of you becomes closer and more sincere, instead of criticizing or trying to change her. Learn to see her with empathy and respect. She is not a project that you companion that you should cherish and love. A truly lasting relationship is when both people can freely be themselves without living under the pressure of expectations. When you do not say goals that are too far-fetched, the relationship will develop naturally without being constrained, and you will feel a real connection. This will help both of you grow together, learn together, and build a strong, lasting love over time. Are you ready to become the man that young women can't take their eyes off? Attractiveness doesn't just come from looks or wealth, but from maturity, confidence, and the ability to create deep connections to achieve that. You need to learn to recognize the mistakes that many older men often make when you understand what not to do. You will not only avoid the pitfalls that accidentally ruin relationships, but also know how to build an image that is attractive and trustworthy. That is when you know how to stand your ground, when you are confident in yourself without needing approval from others, when you know how to respect the other person's personal space, and at the same time arouse her curiosity and desire to explore. Those qualities will help you become the man that young women desire. A man who is not only attracted by perfection, but also by sincerity and depth in every action. Remember, true relationships are based on understanding and sharing, not on coercion or unrealistic expectations. When you accept each other as they are without forcing or expecting change, the relationship will develop naturally and sustainably. And more importantly, it is an emotional relationship where both of you can become the best version of yourself.